na-miss ko po kayo. Kamusta na? Alam ko po, tayo po ay yung iba siguro natapos na po sa homeschooling. Yung iba siguro sa June pa matatapos or July. But whatever your school calendar right now, because of the pandemic, iba't iba po tayo ng calendar. I know you have chosen what works for you. Pero, ang dami po nagtatanong sa akin, Novi, saan ba magandang provider? Or kasi itong na-experience ko this year, parang hindi ako match eh. So, saan ba? Sa totoo lang, I recommend is Siyempre, hindi po ako pwede magbanggit ng eskwelahan dito, no? Kailangan lang po tayo ay fair. That's why I made some guide question on how to ask a homeschool provider. Okay, whether you're an independent na gusto mo maging under ng homeschool provider dahil gusto mo maging under DEPED accreditation, or you still want to be independent, this video will also be good for you. Something to think about. So, number 1 question is, what is the history of the school? Nako, sobrang importante po yan. Dahil kailangan malaman nyo yung background, yung integrity ng eskwelahan. And one way or another, syempre kung i-enroll mo yung anak mo, dapat maganda yung pangalan niya, di ba? Number 2 question. What kind of accreditation do you have? Is it DEPED or you're also under a US accreditation? Kasi may mga parents who wanted to be dual citizenship yung tawag ko, no? Under international or under locally. Importante po yan, pero basing on your vision and mission, which I will explain in the next few weeks about that. But you need to ask kung ano yung benefit ng accreditation nila at anong klase. Next po is what grade levels do they offer? You know, some kasi po hanggang grade 6 lang, some hanggang grade 10, and mostly, dahil nagsastart pa lang tayo ng K-12, wala pa silang 11 to 12. So, mag-gauge dun yun kung ay, hindi pala pwede dito yung anak ko kasi grade 11 na siya eh. So, mag-gauge nyo kung anong level na dapat para sa anak ninyo. Next po, what is your enrollment duration? Alam ko, madaming mga requirements yan na kailangan at a certain time, kailangan mag-submit ka kung magta-transfer ka or you are thinking about homeschooling this year, madami ka dapat isubmit. So, dapat alam mo kung gaano katagal ang patience ng isang provider at ang kanilang enrollment duration. Next po is, what is your school calendar? Nako, importante po yan. Like for example, I have some friends who are ending this May, pero may mga homeschool provider will start on September. Meron namang homeschool provider na nagsa-start ng August. So, depending what works for you in this season, importante po yan na malaman nyo ang kalendaryo. Next po, what type of curriculum do you offer? Alam nyo po, meron po tayong tinatawag na box curriculum, meaning yung homeschool provider ang magsasuggest kung anong curriculum ang gagamitin nyo. Yung ba yung gusto nyo? Meron naman pong tinatawag na open curriculum, meaning kahit na anong libro na gamitin nyo, na magde-decide kayo na gamitin, ay okay sa kanila as long as you are under DEPED. Depende po sa homeschool provider. Sometimes, they also allow yung mga international books. And it's okay as well. Basta paalam nyo lang po ang gagamitin nyo sa inyong homeschool provider. Next din po, this is very important, lalo na pa nag-e-end, what is your assessment requirement? Nako, meron po tayong tinatawag na quarterly, annually, or tinatawag din po na yung pagsasubmit ng grades, may quizzes ba yan? You have to ask para mag-gauge nyo, ay, hindi pwede sa akin yung assessment na yan kasi hindi ko mako-comply dahil sa dami ng ginagawa ko. So, make sure that you find an assessment that you know that is good for your family, na hindi ka matetense or matataranta. So, you ask questions. Next po na pwede nating itanong sa ating future provider is, do you offer MAPEH classes? Importante po yan. I still remember, no? Maganda na rin kasi po kung yung provider nyo ay nag-offer nila ng MAPEH classes. But then again, sometimes, hindi nagmamatch yung budget eh. So, mag-gauge nyo what works for you. Saka, sometimes kasi, yung provider, nag-offer siya ng mga MAPEH, like for example, classes na PE, sometimes may gustong sport activity yung anak mo, so madodoble pa yon. So, mag-gauge mo kaagad kung what works for you or not. So, ask them if they have automatic MAPEH or not. Next question po is, ito na. How much is your accreditation fee? Alam niyo po, I'm a believer na talagang hindi mo kailangan ng sobrang malaking mataas na accreditation fee. And I will explain to you later on. But then again, kailangan nyo malaman dahil kailangan nyo ng budget, syempre. Yung 1 year na accreditation fee, kung ilalagay mo na lang sa libro, di maganda, di ba? But then again, ask the accreditation fee. And you have to ask them, what are the details of that amount? Nowadays, or last year, if I may recall, no, para nag-range siya ng 11,000, okay? 11,000 to 50,000 a year. So, depending on what do you need. Kasi sometimes, yung accreditation fee, hindi pa kasama ang mga curriculum materials. May iba naman, nakasama na. So, ask them. Next, this is so important. Do you have trainings for parents? Siyempre, di ba? You know, alam nyo, natutuwa nga ako sa inyo ngayon eh. Dahil ang dami ng workshop na pwede nyong atinan. But maganda rin po kasi yung homeschool provider may full support na nakakapag-create ng magandang community at yung mismong homeschool provider ang magbibigay ng training and workshop. Not only you will learn through the provider, pero magkakaroon kayo ng magandang community at magiging closer kayo. Iba rin kasi yung ma-develop yung synergy na parent to parent within the homeschool provider. Next po is, do you have a homeschool coach or a support group? Yan! Naku, sobrang importante pa yun. Yung something na magte-take care sa inyong pamilya. Lalo na kung nagsa-start pa lang kayo or this is your second year. Importante na ang homeschool provider may homeschool coach na mag-guide kasi hindi naman pwede tayong laging magtanong sa principal, di ba? Siyempre nakakapagod din. And for me, kasi one of the things that I will say to a provider is this one, a support group and a homeschool coach. Kasi there are things that I don't know, there are things that I would know na I want to be corrected. And I want to be in that environment, na safe environment siya, at atmosphere of grace na no matter what I ask, no matter I might complain or in the near future, alam kong nandyan sila at hindi sila mabagal mag-answer sa email. Ayoko ng email, no? Gusto ko talaga yung nakakausap. Tayo naman, homeschoolers, diba? Very personable. So ako, pag may issue talaga, I want someone who I can talk to immediately. So, ask that dahil yan po ay sobrang importante. Next, what are your requirements for enrollment? Now, sometimes kasi iba't iba po ang mga requirements sa enrollment, lalo na kung galing ka na online distance learning, going to homeschool, no, yung mga Form 138, dapat detalye in advance. And some schools kasi po, whether we like it or not, ang bagal nila mag-submit ng school to school, di ba? Ay, sakit ng ulo. Kaya dapat kukunin mo na kaagad yung enrollment requirements na yan, kaagad-agad. Next, importante po yan, no? Na you have to ask is yung mga contact numbers nila possible, whether it's a landline or a cellphone or yung specific address, okay? And through that, you could be able to ask na sana yung homeschool provider na yan, meron po ba kayong Facebook account or a website that we can go to? Importante po yan dahil dyan po nyo rin mag-gauge ang credibility ng isang eskwelahan. And doon, mas madaling mag-chat. Kung merong community Facebook, mas madaling makakuha ng mga information na it will be easier for you. And I think that would be the part of the support group as well. Okay, alam ko madaming decision-making process na pwedeng gawin. Sana po ay nakatulong kahit papano itong mga questions, guide questions na ginawa ko po. Anyway, magpo-post din po ako na pwede nyo po itong ma-save. And if you want to know more about that in a homeschool provider, meron po akong link na ilalagay na makikita nyo kung ano itong mga provider na ito at ang kanilang mga telephone numbers. And also, if you want to know more about homeschooling, you can buy my book, I Homeschool, How to Do It Without Losing Your Mind. Maraming pong salamat sa lahat ng bumili at bibili pa. You can also get this in Lazada and in Shopee. Maraming pong salamat. And abangan ninyo, may gagawin po tayong I Homeschool Planner. Abangan nyo po yan. And also, if you think this is very valuable video for you guys, okay, keep on sharing this and you might win one of this that you can decorate in your homeschooling. Ito, pinagawa ko po to sa aking friend. What is this? R, E, okay, A, and D. Hindi ko mahawakang lahat eh. So, read siya na pwede nyong ilagay sa inyong wall. And ang maganda po rito ay meron po siya sa likod. Okay. Pwede po kayong manalo nito and pipili po tayo ng 3. Just keep on sharing this video and tag us at hashtag iHomeschoolPH, hashtag guide questions. Okay? Again, hashtag iHomeschoolPH, hashtag guide questions. Okay? Maraming pong salamat. Lagi lang po nating tatandaan, in homeschooling, relationship is more important than academics. Ako po si Novi Antanang, yung homeschool coach. And I homeschool.